Hi, I'm Kelly, 28, and living my dream life as a marketing exec in Chicago. Things have been amazing lately, especially since I got engaged to my boyfriend James 6 months ago. We had one of those classic meet cutes in a coffee shop 3 years back. I accidentally spilled my latte on his shirt, yet he still asked for my number. We've been inseparable ever since. Now, we're knee-deep in wedding planning, and it's been a whirlwind. My family, my mom, dad, and younger sister Abby, have been nothing but supportive. When James proposed, they were ecstatic, especially Mom, who immediately started a wedding planning group chat that practically blows up my phone. "Honey, have you thought about your dress yet?" she asked during one of our weekly family dinners. "I haven't had time with work and all," I admitted. "Well, we need to get on that. I heard about this amazing boutique downtown," Abby chimed in. Meeting James's family was a little nerve-wracking. His mom, Linda, is the polished country club type. His dad, Robert, is nice, if a bit reserved, and his sister, Sarah, she's intense. "We're just thrilled to welcome you to the family, dear," Linda gushed when we first met. I remember thinking how lucky I was to be joining such a warm family. Dress shopping became an adventure. Mom, Abby, and I hit every bridal shop in Chicago. Then I saw it, a stunning off-shoulder lace gown that made me feel like a princess. "Oh, Kelly," Mom whispered, tearing up, "that's the one." The price tag was high, but I couldn't resist. It was perfect. Our tiny apartment didn't have the space to store it, though, so Linda offered to keep it at her place. "Don't be silly, dear," she insisted. "It'll be safe here." I agreed, grateful, though I didn't miss how she immediately took charge. 2 months before the wedding, I decided to stop by Linda's to see the dress. I was so excited to try it on again and maybe snap a few photos for my bridesmaids. "Linda, I'm here to see the dress." I called out. She appeared, looking flustered. "Oh, Kelly, I wasn't expecting you." Something felt off. I went to the spare room where it was supposed to be stored, but it was gone. "Linda, where's my dress?" I asked, trying to keep calm. After an awkward pause, she replied, "Oh, about that. I gave it to Sarah." It felt like a punch to the gut. "You what?" I stammered. "Well, Sarah just got engaged, and she loved your dress. Since you two are the same size, I thought it'd be perfect for her." My heart sank. "But it's my dress. I paid for it. How could you just give it away?" Just then Sarah walked in, grinning. "Did Mom tell you the good news? Tyler proposed, and Mom gave me your dress. Isn't that great?" "I lost it." "No, it's not great. That dress was mine. You had no right to take it." Linda tried to placate me, saying, "Kelly, don't be selfish. Sarah's wedding is coming up sooner. You can always find another dress." I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Things escalated, with Sarah calling me dramatic and Linda insisting she was just trying to help both her daughters. Just then, James walked in. "What's going on here?" he asked, looking between us. "Your mom gave my wedding dress to Sarah," I told him, desperate for him to take my side. He looked at Linda, who replied with a syrupy tone, "James, honey, I was just trying to help. Sarah needed a dress, and Kelly has time to find another." To my horror, James seemed to consider her reasoning. "Well, maybe we can work something out," he offered tentatively. My heart sank. Work something out. I echoed. This wasn't just about a dress anymore. It was about boundaries, respect, and the family I thought I was marrying into. With everything crashing down, I finally whispered, "I can't do this," and grabbed my purse. As I left, I heard James weakly call after me, "Kelly, wait. We can figure this out." I was already out the door, tears streaming down my face. As I drove away, the realization hit hard. This wasn't just about a wedding dress. The perfect family I thought I was joining was anything but, and James, the man I was supposed to marry, couldn't even stand up for me. Eventually, I had to pull over, blinded by my tears, and a question kept haunting me. What was I supposed to do now? I spent the next few days holed up in my childhood bedroom, trying to process everything. Mom would bring me tea and tissues, while Dad paced around, muttering about that woman and her audacity. One evening, Mom sat down beside me and held my hand. "Sweetie, you need to think long and hard about this," she said gently. "Is this really the family you want to marry into?" I called my best friend Zoe and poured my heart out. "I don't even know who James is anymore," I sobbed. "He just stood there while his mom gave away my wedding dress." "Girl, that's messed up," Zoe replied. "You deserve better than that." Maybe you should postpone the wedding. Give yourself some time to think. After a sleepless night, I knew what I had to do. I texted James. We need to talk. I'm postponing the wedding. He replied immediately, and soon he was at my parents' house, looking frantic. Kelly, please, we can work this out. I'll buy you a new dress, any dress you want. I shook my head, sadness mixing with newfound resolve. It's not about the dress, James. It's about respect. Your mom gave away something that meant the world to me, and you didn't even stand up for me. I'm sorry, I was just shocked. I'll talk to her, make her understand. That's just it, James. Why does she need to understand? What she did was wrong. Period. A few days later, Linda called, her voice dripping with false sweetness. Kelly, dear, I'm so sorry for this little misunderstanding. I was only trying to help Sarah, you understand. I took a deep breath, steadying myself. No, Linda, I don't understand. What you did was wrong. Her tone hardened. Well, the dress has already been altered for Sarah. There's no going back now. I hung up, a mix of anger and relief settling over me. At least now I knew where I stood. Later, Robert, James's dad, arranged a family meeting, convinced we could work things out. Reluctantly, I agreed to go. As soon as I walked in, tension filled the room. Linda sat primly on the couch, Sarah sulked in the corner, and James looked like he wished he were anywhere but there. Robert cleared his throat, trying to be diplomatic. Now let's all calm down and discuss this rationally. Kelly, I understand you're upset about the dress. I cut him off. It's not just about the dress. It's about respect and boundaries. Linda rolled her eyes. Oh please, you're making a mountain out of a molehill. Sarah needs the dress more than you do. How can you say that? I exploded. It was my dress. I paid for it. I chose it. It meant something to me. Sarah rolled her eyes. God, you're so selfish. It's just a stupid dress. I looked to James, searching for support, but he just looked away, mumbling, maybe we can find a compromise. That was the last straw. I stood up, my voice shaking. There is no compromise. I won't be attending any wedding without my original dress. And you know what? I'm starting to think there shouldn't be a wedding at all. Linda gasped, feigning shock. You throw away your relationship over a dress? How childish. I looked her straight in the eye. No, I'm walking away from a toxic situation where my feelings and my belongings aren't respected. James finally spoke up, a hint of desperation in his voice. Kelly, please don't do this. We love each other. I felt a wave of sadness. Do we, James? Because love should include respect and support, and I'm not feeling either from you right now. The room erupted into chaos. Linda and Sarah hurled accusations, calling me selfish and dramatic. Robert tried to calm everyone down, and James, he just stood there, torn between me and his family. In that moment, I knew. I slipped off my engagement ring and placed it on the coffee table. I'm sorry, James, but I can't marry you. Not like this. The silence was deafening. James's face crumpled. Kelly, no please. But I was already heading for the door. As I left, I heard Sarah's smug voice. Well, I guess I'll be needing that dress after all. I got in my car, hands shaking but heart surprisingly calm. It hurt. God, it hurt. But as painful as it was, I knew I'd look back on this as the moment I chose myself. The weeks following my breakup with James were tough. I was determined to move forward. My family and friends rallied around me, offering support and reminding me of my worth. Zoe dragged me out for girls' nights, insisting I reclaim my fabulousness. At work, I threw myself into a big project, channeling all my emotions into creativity. Meanwhile, I heard through the grapevine that Linda was spreading rumors about me. Apparently, I was now a gold digger who trapped James and then cruelly dumped him. It stung, but I refused to engage. My silence spoke volumes. Months passed, and then Sarah's wedding day arrived. I tried not to think about her wearing my dress, focusing instead on a weekend getaway with my sister. But the drama found me anyway. My phone buzzed with a text from my friend Alex. Gee, you won't believe what just happened at Sarah's wedding. Curiosity got the better of me. I called her back immediately. Alex, what happened? Spill. Buckle up, because this is wild. Alex said, her voice brimming with excitement. Apparently, Linda had been a nightmare throughout the wedding planning, constantly overruling Sarah and her fiancé Tom's decisions. On the wedding day, she tried to change the entire ceremony layout at the last minute. I couldn't help but chuckle. You're kidding, on the actual wedding day? I wish I was. She was going on about how the altar needed to face a different way and how they needed to redo the seating chart. But Tom lost it, Kelly. Like full-on explosion. He yells, "This is our wedding, not yours," then goes off about how Linda's been controlling everything. But the kicker? Sarah sides with Linda. She's all, "Mom just wants what's best for us." So Tom says, "I'm sorry, Sarah, but I can't marry into this family." Total chaos. And get this, Sarah tried to pin it on you. She told everyone that if you hadn't been so selfish about the dress, none of this would have happened. I couldn't help but laugh. Of course she did. Thanks for the update, Alex. It's crazy, but honestly, I'm just glad I'm not part of that mess anymore. As I hung up, I shook my head at the absurdity of it all. What had once been a source of pain now felt like a distant, almost comical memory. A week later, I got a call from James. "Kelly, I am so sorry. I see now how toxic my family is. Can we talk?" I took a deep breath. "James, I appreciate your apology, but it's too late. I've moved on, and I think you need to work on yourself before you're ready for a relationship." "You're right," he said softly. "I've started seeing a therapist. I just wanted you to know that you were right about everything." A year flew by. I was thriving at work, and I had even started dating again. Nothing serious, but it felt good to put myself out there. Friends told me Linda's social circle had shrunk. Her controlling behavior had finally caught up with her. Sarah struggled too, unable to maintain relationships because she couldn't break free from her mother's influence. As for me, I was grateful. Grateful for the strength I found, grateful for dodging a bullet, and excited about my future. Standing up for myself had been hard, but it led me to a life filled with respect, love, and genuine happiness. So what would you have done if you were in Kelly's shoes? Would you have confronted Linda and Sarah more aggressively? Or do you think Kelly made the right choice in walking away from the toxic situation? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your perspective on handling family drama and standing up for yourself in tough situations. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more like it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Your support means the world to us and helps us bring more engaging content your way. Thanks for watching.